The introduction of South Africa's first radio station called Johannesburg Broadcasting went on air in 1927. From Afrikaans news programming to the launch of the Radio Bantu, the SABC continued to evolve during a different era.
Dit is 5 Januarie 1976. Ons heet u welkom by die openingsaand van die volledige televisiediens van die SAUK.
Yes, the 5th of January 1976 has finally arrived, and with it the birth of a full television service.
From the apartheid era to post the 1994 political breakthrough, the public broadcaster continues to play a pivotal role in the country's media landscape.
And truly exciting times for the SABC this morning. Not just new faces as well as new content as well. We're certainly also very excited to have these new outside broadcast vans as well. State-of-the-art technology is what the SABC is also about.
The public broadcaster continues to play a pivotal role in the country's media landscape.
There must be that generational mix.
84-year-old veteran broadcaster David Mutibi fondly reflects on the era in which they had to struggle with translating news content written in Afrikaans to the Setswana language. A development, he says, was a major learning curve for him and his colleagues.
When I had to translate that, I had a problem. The only help that you could get outside asking another person what it meant was to consult an English dictionary, which were supplied to us in case we had Afrikaans verklaren. And you would also not understand it and so on. Yeah. It was difficult. Yeah. So that's how tough it was then. Yeah. But fortunately, I'm not bad at learning new languages. Yeah.
Academic and legal expert, advocate Jimmy Ngandwe, argues that whilst the advent of new media technologies continue to pose a major challenge to the SABC, the public broadcaster still plays a major role in the contested media space.
I can say this moment is a watershed moment. It's a turning point. Technology-wise, social media is on the space. Radio is still relevant. There's no one who's not relevant. The more the merrier. We are a broad church. The SABC, podcasts, social media movement, these are very informative platforms so that every one of us here at home, on the continent, the smallest and most rural of villages should get this information. The information highway has become so flexible. It's so inclusive, but we need to do more. The SABC, as a public broadcaster here at home and on the continent, has got a mammoth responsibility to empower these podcasts, these young people who are coming with innovation, social movement, general, broadly as a spectrum. The SABC has got to empower and see to it that the information highway remains open to all and sundry.
Media and communication specialist Albi Mudise has bemoaned the underfunding of the SABC public mandate. He has called for government to invest more in the public broadcaster, which is facing stiff competition from other commercial competitors with fewer regulatory restrictions.
I always emphasize that the mandate of the SABC is quite an onerous mandate, and that at all times as a nation we need to go back and say, are we doing enough to fund the SABC the way it's supposed to be funded? Because it's an institution that plays a key role in rebuilding this nation, because it speaks languages that people understand. So if you are in Umhlaba Lingana, for an example, you would listen to Ukhozi FM because it speaks your language. If you are in Manzerere in the northwest, you're more likely to feel at home when you listen to Muzweding FM. So it's stations that speak languages that most of our communities understand, and therefore it's important that we capacitate them. It's important that the SABC's role is respected, but at the same time, for the SABC to also, as it has done over the past few years, how it has evolved in terms of the changing patterns of broadcasting. But in doing that, we need not dilute the public service mandate at the altar of commercialization.
Ya kukhona ukulahlekelwa ke kuba khona ngikathi ke kwenzeka konke lokungenzike kahle ngakube ke ngasohlangothini ke labasebenzi ke beni konjalo ke nabalunga ke umphakathi.
Update at noon with Sakina Kamwendo.
Well, thank you so much, Ondela. Good afternoon, everybody. It is 7 minutes after 12. Thanks for tuning in to Update at Noon.
Tsepo Ikaneng, SABC News, Johannesburg.